kiddos! Hopefully you know my name by now, but welcome back to another episode of PAGIE Time, the series where you pick the topics and I talk about them. It's August, which means we are in total BTS mode. And in the last episode, we talked all about how to survive the new school year, so here are a few comments from then. In 2 weeks, hopefully I will be able to film an episode, but we are going to talk about how to maintain your mental health and stay less stressed during the school year. So if you have any tips, be sure to comment them down below so you get featured in that episode. In this episode, we are talking all about how to stop procrastinating. Because whether we like it or not, we all put off things that we don't want to do. We keep on promising ourselves to study for that quiz. Okay, but do I really need to do this? Nah. Or clean our room. It's not like I have any friends that are gonna come over. But then suddenly, it's 10 years later and we still haven't folded the dang laundry. I swear, the government is trying to convince me that the floor is not a valid shelving unit, and I will not succumb to their tricks. As much as we'd like to stop procrastinating, because in the end, it always comes back to bite us in the booty. Ow! Maybe I should have studied for that test. We all know it's not as easy as just going, alright, let's do this. So, how do we stop? I'll tell you. In a bit. No, I'm serious. Just 10 more minutes. Okay, fine. I'll film this video, take a break, and then edit. Let's go. The absolute worst procrastination is always somehow involved with school, because that seems to affect us the most. Here are some tips to give you that little push you needed to just get your homework done before you watch Netflix for 10 hours. First tip, make checklists. Math homework? Check! Trust me, it's a whole lot easier to force yourself to do something if it's actually written down on paper. And then once you do it, you get that little satisfaction of putting a little check mark after it. For a super organized person like me, sometimes that's all you'll need. But what if you just don't want to do it and you will do it, but just not now? And then when you do it, the quiz is 10 minutes away and you still don't even know what it's about. Let's start off with homework. Always do your homework right when you get back home from school, because otherwise, who knows when you're gonna do it? I feel my computer calling me. Paigey, come on, just use me. You know you want to. No, I can't. I must resist the urge. Paigey, I love you. Shut up, computer. You don't know anything about me. 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., 3 a.m. It's all the same. Mentally prepare yourself throughout the school day. Like, okay, I got this assignment for English. I'm gonna do this right when I get home. Then I'm gonna study. Then I'm gonna do math. Then I'm gonna cry. But it's gonna be cool because my homework will be done, so I don't need to cry so hard. Or you can always use the good old-fashioned method of bribing yourself. This works especially well for me when I'm editing. For some reason, the only time I really want to edit is in the morning. And this is because during the night I can be like, alright, first thing, you're gonna wake up, you're not even gonna get dressed, you're just gonna edit flat out, and you can do nothing else but edit. And then once you're done editing, you can go on your phone, check your social media, and yeah, maybe it takes 2 hours, but then you're done. And you're done editing, and it's all done, and you have the whole day left to do nothing. Oh my god. So you can do a similar thing with homework, like, alright, I'll finish this one assignment, done! You know what that means? Take a break, stuff my face, get back into it, stuff my face again. Something I read online is you're always going to feel more inclined to do something if you make it public. Hard at work doing homework. Because if it's public, then you'll kind of feel like there. Now I have to do it. Now that everybody who follows you knows about it. And you can also get your friends hooked in and be like, yo, motivate me. Paigey, you got this. Come on, Paige, get that homework done. So when you're like, but Beyonce was a high school dropout, then your friend can be like, Paige, do you look like Beyonce? You ain't got no hot sauce in your bag. Do your homework, girl. Ugh, fine. You can also listen to something motivating while you actually work.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Oh, Shy, you always know how to lift my spirits.
Do it!
Fine. Yeah, math homework sucks. Then I divide the square root of it by 12. Oh. But statistically speaking, it can't suck as much if you're listening to single ladies while you're doing it. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. You also gotta prioritize. Because some days you're gonna have 5 tests that you can study for, and you're gonna have to be like, oh, this test is tomorrow. Maybe I should put more energy into that than the one in 2 weeks. Or, hey, this teacher hates my guts. I should probably do the homework for that class. I personally like to do all my homework in just one big block of hardcore work, no break. But if that's too mentally exhausting for you, then feel free to take little breaks in between to replenish your body. And yeah, you probably shouldn't have your phone near you while you're doing your homework, but that doesn't mean you should isolate yourself. If you're gonna take a break, you might as well text your friends so that you can force them into giving you motivation. Break up studying into 20-minute blocks and have like a little mental cool down to be all zen in between so your brain doesn't go all Alright, Paigey, but what about projects? Projects suck, honestly, not for the obvious fact, but also because you have all this time and you're like, oh my gosh, I have like 100 years for this, and then all of a sudden the time is like, and you have 1 day left. So the moment your teacher says,
hey class, I have some exciting news,
you go home, well, you know, after school ends, you print out a calendar and you fill in the days for what to do every day, so you make sure you don't slack off. Try to make sure that you're doing something every day, even if it's something as silly as just, let me look through my papers. Depending what grade you're in, you're gonna have a couple days where you don't have homework. And when those days happen, you're gonna be like, oh my god! But you must calm your mind, Grasshopper, because this is, while you hate to admit it, the perfect day to just catch up on all your work, study, organize your backpack, and do all sorts of school-related stuff. I know, isn't being smart so hard? But at the same time, you gotta give yourself breaks sometimes. Like I've said in past videos, you will fail a couple times, maybe more than a couple times, maybe more like 10 times, but you know what, that's alright. What you just gotta see is that in the long run, your failures will not matter because in college, literally no one gives a crap. For me, the best strategy to beat procrastination is just to like force my brain to get into the mode of, alright, I'm gonna do something, and to set specific time periods where I will be doing something. So this is your job, and I hope you will not procrastinate on it, is to find something that will motivate you enough so that you do not procrastinate on your homework and assignments and other stuff like that. But in case I missed anything, because I kind of procrastinated while I was scripting this episode, here are a few featured comments from 2 weeks ago. Also, be sure to comment more tips because there's a high chance that you will be featured in the next episode as well. Procrastinating sucks. Like, it sucks major booty. But we've all done it. So the key here is to just get past that poop in your brain and just do your work. But thank you so much for watching this episode. I'm trying to be very excited and bold, and it's mentally straining on me. And thank you so much for watching this episode. I will see you hopefully in 2 weeks. Woo!